Thank you so much.
You can catch us tonight at 11:30 here.
Get here. You don't want to miss the show. Get here.
Hello. Wasn't that good? That was the Hip Hop Orchestra Experience. Give them one more round of applause. So that's a company from the US, but they're currently doing a residency at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland, and all the musicians are from the Conservatoire, and I think the collaboration is going quite well. I'm Fraser Brown. I'm going to be your host tonight, which involves me saying things, which I'm going to do now. This is the Space's 27th year at the Fringe. This year the Space has had a lineup packed with over 400 shows, with plenty of Fringe favourites, and more importantly new companies and shows from around the world, some of which you're going to see tonight. I've already lost my place, this is going well, guys. And that's the spirit of the Fringe, isn't it? Things going wrong, but also from people from around the world, a unique experience for both the audience and for performers. You'll find here this year, you're going to find theatre, comedy, music, musicals, spoken word, dance, cabaret, every genre under the sun is all part of this season here at the Space. And tonight you're going to see 12 acts that have been chosen to represent the very best of the SpaceUK this year. And that's what kind of is to be focused on, really, the acts. There's been a lot of talk this year about the future of the Fringe. Many people have had a lot of things to say about the future of the Fringe. But tonight we want to put the focus on the people who really matter, the acts, primarily me. And a huge thank you to all of the press for being here tonight. It's the reviewers like you that give the shows the publicity that they need. We are incredibly grateful for the stuff that you do and the time you give up. I've been told that tonight we do encourage you to video, take photos, and use social media during the course of the show with #TheSpaceUK. And at the end, please join us at Surgeons Hall Courtyard, give directions. It's down the stairs you just came up. You may go out that way, I'm not sure. And then you kind of go up the street you just came up, if you came from the right direction. You turn right out the door, and then right again, and then eventually you see a sign on your right that says, The SpaceUK, Surgeons Hall. It will be where I'm guessing most people will be going, so just be a sheep if you need to be. So come along where you can have a glass of the best champagne that Lidl has to offer, and talk to the acts from tonight and also across the UK, the SpaceUK season. I know they're going to be thrilled to speak to you, and they'll be so excited that you've given up their time to talk to them. Repeat this bit at the end. So like I say, I'm Fraser Brown. I'm going to be hosting. This is my third year coming up to the Fringe and coming up to the Space. And so, you know, I've always thought of the Space as the centre of the Fringe for me, you know. And I know a lot of people won't necessarily agree with that. I mean, we could probably all technically agree that, you know, the real centre, the real beating heart of the Fringe is St James's Square Shopping Centre. Yeah, so, the press. Hello. I usually, you know, at this point try and do a bit of crowd work, but I know what we do for a job, so that kind of is dead on arrival. Well, there's a mixture of jobs probably. Any reviewers in tonight? Give me a cheer if you're a reviewer. Oh, that's what I want. Oh, your approval. I don't want, the people who write their opinions down and share it with the world. Not like the great unwashed mass who wake up, look at their phone and go, that's a good opinion, I'll have that one. You know, we're not so different, you and I. You know, I write down my thoughts, my opinions, and I share them with the world through stand-up. But, you know, performers and press, it's like a symbiotic relationship, really. Performers are like the rhinos in the savannah of the Fringe. And you guys, the press, you're like the little birds on our back, you know, pecking away, you know, to make our life better in the long run. Though you do seem to spend a lot of your time shitting on us. I was speaking to Nick before the show, and he wasn't too keen on that joke. But it went in anyway. And it was a joke. Please come and see my show. He also didn't like the idea of me using subliminal messaging to try and get the attention of kind of industry and kind of press people this evening. And he said, I'm not sure about that. He said, Avalon, hard think before you do that. And I decided against it. Don't worry, I decided against doing that. the Scotsman. And so none of that. Tonight I thought I'd tell you a bit more about the Space. The SpaceUK has got the most a cappella groups performing here out of any other Fringe venue. And I've always thought, you know, a cappella, performing music with no instruments, it's like performing naked. No one's asked you to do it, and it's making me very uncomfortable. I'm allowed to make that joke, by the way, because I used to be a sound engineer actually for a few a cappella groups, and then it turned out that I was talented, so I got on stage. But the lights were supposed to go off at that point. It was going to be a hilarious little back and forth with me and the techies, but they decided not to. Cool. So there is a shortage of techies here at the Fringe. Sorry, guys. And there's a lot of things that are unusual. Touche. There's a lot of things that are unusual about this year's Fringe. There's a lot of things that are unusual. And because after last year, the Fringe Society announced they didn't really want to focus on judging the Fringe by its scale, you know. And this year, the Fringe Society, they didn't want to focus. You know, but say what you will about the Fringe Society, they're definitely trying to experiment a bit this year. You know, they've created their own show this year, kind of in the Love Island Big Brother-esque kind of situation, where they've put someone from the Daily Mail in the same house as someone from the Guardian. So I want to watch that. You know, and they've tried to be more transparent. I'm not sure if you're aware, but you can actually book tickets to sit in on Fringe Society planning meetings this year. You go on the Ed Fringe website and click on the subgenre farce. Right, I'll stop there. I'll bring on our first act. Our first act tonight is it's Koi Collective. And they are a female-led theatre company debuting a contemporary piece of new writing by Sally McAllister at this year's Edinburgh Fringe. They've recently graduated from Edinburgh Napier, so not the proper one. And regardless, they are here to perform an extract from their show, Crossing the Void. It's Koi Collective!
Charlie and Abby and Finn and Josie, and it's me, Lorna. We want to know if, do you need to tell us something? Do you need to tell us anything?
Yes.
What do you need to tell us, Hannah? It's all right, we're all here. Just let us know.
SpaceUK. Say Siri.
It can't go to the R twice, you spoon.
It's say sorry, come here. Come where? Oh no, don't answer that actually, I don't know if I want to know.
Right, Hannah, who needs to apologise?
This is fucking shush! Hannah, please. S-A-Y-S.
Guys, cut it out. Enough.
Stop. Y.
No, come on, we can just talk about it. Come on, we can just talk.
R-E.
I don't want to talk about it. Why? What happened?
He just fucking men.
Who? A boy. What boy?
Some cunt in the attic.
What did he do? What did he do? Hannah? Hannah?
This is nuts!
Totally fucking nuts!
Why can't you just tell us who? Please just ask her. Tell us who.
Why he travels faster than sound? She might just not have heard us asking yet.
Well, she can hurry up because my arm's getting really tired.
We're communicating with the dead and you're worried about a fucking dead arm!
Have you ever had tennis elbow and it's awful?
Hannah, please. Who needs to apologise? No. Hannah, please. Who?
Jane! Stop it! No!
What is it, Josie?
Crossing the void, guys. Now next we have it is A Part Ness by K4K Films, and it's a multimedia play. So you're probably thinking that that's why there's a fuck off television in the middle of the stage. But no, they don't use it. It's part film, part live stand-up, and it features Sylvester McCoy of Doctor Who fame and Linda Marlowe, who has appeared as Sylvie Carter on EastEnders. But tonight, live, please welcome to the stage, playing hat-trick Patricia of the Comic Militia, it's Eleanor May Blackburn!
Let's keep it live! After 3, give me 5! Everyone here after 3, give a cheer! 1, 2, 3! Yeah! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Say it! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Say it! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Now, a poem for the desperate Dan, simply called Hangman. Hangman, hangman, hanging loose. I got news for you. I'm not gonna die today, so now what you gonna do? And he grabbed my legs, stabbed my chest. He tried to kill me with a Boy Scout knife. But when I shouted Arcala, his face grew paler. He tried to take his own life. I said, hangman, hangman, hanging loose. I got news for you. You're not gonna die today, so now what you gonna do? He said, well, someone's gotta die. Someone's gotta die. The crowd are getting restless. They're here to hear a death wish, so it's you or I. An eye for an eye. But someone has got to die. I said, what did I do? He said, girl, you killed. I said, so did you. He said, but girl, I'm skilled. I said, hangman, hangman, hanging loose. I got news for you. God has told me I'm innocent. So now what you gonna do? And he called for God, and God he came. And as he did, it started to rain. The crowd dispersed. They went 2 by 2. And God came down. He said, here's what we'll do. He said, hangman, hangman, hanging loose. I got news for you. The rest of the world's on Noah's Ark. So now what are you going to do? I said, what about me? He said, you're my child. I said, you really mean I'm meek and mild? He said, yes, you are. So get inside. Tomorrow morning, you'll be crucified. Well, someone's got to die. Someone's got to die. The crowd are getting restless. They're here to hear a death wish, so it's you or I. An eye for an eye. But someone has got to die. I thank you.
There's a part there! Well, next up we have Prejudice and Pride by Sam Wrights and Nicholas Collett Productions. These guys are from Kansas City and are a group of 9 professional actors, by American standards. Well, they are here right off the back of an artistic residency in the Music Theatre Heritage in Kansas City to perform their country bluegrass musical of all original songs, Prejudice and Pride.
My son said, my papa, now listen, you gotta prepare for what's coming to you. Your prospects are dried up, the family's bankrupt, and my debts, they are all coming due. moved to town and brought her single friends around and sent the longboard in at night to a housewarming hoedown where you can find yourself a pretty little gold mine. Well, when I was young, they suckered me with a line that I could marry for love. But with kids to feed, no equity, my son, that love just isn't enough. So get on down to Nettie's field, that great big house with a Ferris wheel, and take your grants and gauge your ring. It don't matter how you feel, you got to find yourself a pretty little gold mine. So sing it again. I better find myself a pretty little gold mine.
Oh, prejudice and pride. Give us another round of applause. Look at that man carrying a double bass. He deserves it. Okay, now it's Woodstock Fringe from New York, and it's their 20th anniversary season. We're going to have Wallace perform an extract from Brothers Keeper. Woodstock Fringe are bringing 3 plays up this year. Brothers Keeper, Dars does the Edinburgh Fringe, and Like a Sack of Potatoes, which isn't a review. But please welcome Wallace from Woodstock Fringe.
One Sunday, after choir practice, Brother James asked me to come to the rectory. He wanted to talk to me.
Come on in, William. Come on in. I want to have a good look at you today.
Then he sat me on a chair in the middle of the room. Brother James started walking around me slowly, whispering.
You please God when you take the time to dress and wash properly for the sacraments. You are a beautiful young boy.
Then he would adjust my cassock.
You are a good altar boy. But don't you want to be the best altar boy? Don't you want God to love you?
Yes, Brother James.
Did you wash behind your ears?
Yes, Brother James, I washed behind my ears like you told me. He was standing behind me now, and I could feel his breath on the back of my ear.
Your ears smell good. William, you are a good altar boy.
He said, blowing into my ear. Then I felt something wet, his tongue in my ear.
What a good, beautiful altar boy you are.
He said, blowing into my now wet ear.
It tickled. Don't move, William. Stay perfectly still. You are my favorite altar boy. My favorite. Now, stand up and remove your surplice and cassock.
I did whatever he said. He was friends with my father.
Now, take down your pants so that I can see that you washed properly.
I would be so ashamed because my dick would be hard.
And now your underpants too.
Well, I closed my eyes and started saying Hail Marys, trying to be somewhere else. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord be with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus Christ. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and in the hour of our death. Amen.
You have been a good altar boy. God loves you for being so clean and fresh. Now, turn around and bend over.
Every Sunday.
Now, Fringe restaurant, so I didn't know what the content of that was. I'm not sure what tone to strike afterwards. I'll introduce the next one. Next, we're going to be introducing Meryl Davis to the stage in a moment. Now, when I was asking all the acts for little interesting factoids about themselves, the one that Meryl came up with was, well, I'm going to be performing at the Edinburgh Fringe this year, which wasn't a huge surprise to me. She's been listed as one of Time Out LA's comics to watch, and she's going to be performing a little bit of her show, Meryl Means Well, so please put your hands together for Meryl Davis!
Sorry, I'm late. I went to the wrong theater. Oh, there's so many theaters here. Oh, hi. Just a sec while I get myself together here. Oh, God, it's so beautiful here. And all the, it's all the history, and there's, the language barrier. And it's been really amazing. Hi, I am so sorry I'm late. Welcome to Meryl Means Well. I do mean well, you'll see. I'd like to dedicate this show to my dad. He's here. Thank you for holding him. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, he loves to be held, yeah. So, he's exhausted, because being dead takes a lot out of you. And, and he's like burned out, because he's been cremated. You could say he's dead tired, I've been dead tired, but anyway, he just wanted me to let you know that he's really happy you could be here, and, sorry, what? Oh, and that there's still time for me to go to law school. Thanks, Dad. He used to say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. God, I hope that's true. I think he meant, before that. I'm going to be making this show about me, because the show is about me. I hope that's okay. I mean, you're here, so it must be. But I used to get in trouble for that because I didn't know how to, be present for others and make space, But I do know, actually, now. So, for example, hi, how are you?
Well,
Great. What's your name?
Joseph.
Great. See, I did it.
Oh.
And here's an example of a time when I couldn't do that. Hi, where are you from? London. When I had my abortion, it was very intense, and it was not private at all. But my dad was so understanding. My mom wasn't, which didn't make any sense, because she had an abortion too. And anyway, I love London. Again, I'm sorry. It's like that recurring dream that I have where I'm on my way to the airport, trying to pack, I'm in a hurry. I finally get to the gate. I look up and the plane is already in the air. Oh my God, I think I'm supposed to be the pilot. Oh no, I think I'm gonna get fired. And then I have this recurring dream where I'm always missing a boat. Yeah, I don't know what that means. And by the end of this, you might not like me, and that's okay. When I was little, I asked my mom why the neighbor didn't invite me to her birthday party, and she said, well, not everyone is going to like you. I mean, I like your father, or I love your father, but I don't always like him. And sometimes they will like you, not like you, and not love you. And then she walked out. I think 5 is a good time to learn that. Your ABCs, tie your shoes, people are not gonna like you. Anyway, just a few things before I begin. If you have to leave, just know I will take it personally. And if you need a snack or a drink, just know I'm doing a show about struggling to focus. So just keep that in mind, yeah. If this show isn't up to your expectations, I can't give you your time or money back, but I can tell you if you have ADHD. I'm not a professional by any means, but I am a professional at having it. And I have the damage to prove it.
Meryl Means Well, everybody! Meryl Means Well. Right, so now The next as we have on is a play from Michael Mears Essential Theatre, who are a previous winner of Scotsman Fringe First. They describe the play as an urgent new play by Michael Mears about the first atomic bomb. It's called The Mistake, and it's performed by Michael Mears and Emiko Ishii.
(1933) London, where I resume my scientific researches, becoming increasingly obsessed with chain reactions, nuclear chain reactions, and how they might be achieved. I am walking along the road.
Which road?
Southampton Row, near my hotel, when I stop at an intersection waiting for the light to change. Just as it turns to green, a thought occurs to me.
What thought?
If I could find an element which, when it absorbs one neutron, would emit two neutrons,
What would happen?
then such an element, if assembled in sufficiently large mass, a critical mass, might well sustain
A chain reaction!
exactly. Look, if an atom's nucleus is struck by a neutron with such force that it emits two neutrons, each of these two in turn, striking an atomic nucleus, would thus release a total of
4 neutrons!
each of these striking a nucleus would release 8 neutrons, then 16, 32, 64, and so on. In millions of a second, billions of atoms could split, and as they tear apart, the energy holding them together would be released. An amount of energy which could be vast. Imagine all the positive uses this energy could be put to commercially, replacing oil and coal. Imagine a new industrial revolution fueled by atomic power.
But Professor!
Yes,
Couldn't this open the door to other possibilities?
it could.
To the possibility, at 8:15 on a Monday morning, 12 years later, of a blinding flash?
It could, yeah.
To the possibility, seconds later, of a deafening bang?
It could. Yes. Is this the point at which I should have strangled this line of reasoning? Erased every trace of it?
What's happened? Why is it dark? Why can't I move? Your scar? Your scar? Have I died? I was too young to die. Taskete! Help!
These are all going for the mistake. So obviously there is a limited amount of time this evening to show you acts, but luckily there is a lot of time just in general. So one person over there, thank you. So you can use that time, if you so wish, to watch TikToks. And some people at the Space, some performers, have been using the hashtag #SpaceUK to create TikToks and post them online. And now we've got a video of 6 of those that we're going to show you right now. So roll the VT.
Me, myself, and I. Just do as I choose and kiss the rest goodbye. Got nothing to lose, my life will be an opera, and I'll be a cliche. So come on, world, come and rock me. Maybe more than I did. Give me debauchery and sin. Raise the kettle, lift the lid of the box I'm in. 'Cause now I'm playing and I'm playing to win. So let the show begin.
I don't know when I first became aware of it. I thought it was something that just held my wee.
Women wouldn't have been given clits if they weren't meant to be enjoyed.
Right?
A lot about endometriosis itself and the struggles of living with the condition and how much it can consume someone's life, how impactful it is.
We couldn't afford a fraction of that.
No, it's okay. We've got the rent from your mum's cottage and some of what your dad left. It's really interesting kind of creating a physical language on stage. It's in conjunction with the condition, but also in conjunction with the idea of the sea, which recurs throughout the play.
Learn your self-worth. There's strength in your passion.
Invest in yourself.
You deserve a better head and heart. Nourish yourself.
Self-care means taking matters into your own hands. Keep your enemy happy.
I hope that was good. I didn't see a thing. Next up, we have UK Underdog. It's a one-man show that's come over to the Fringe from Los Angeles at the recommendation of Hugh Laurie. He saw the show in America not once, not 3 times, but twice. And he said that the show should come over here. So, it is the classic Underdog, backed by a major celebrity. So please, welcome to the stage, UK Underdog!
John Turner had found new ways to get me in the classroom when the teacher wasn't looking. A pen, an ordinary pen. What could be so harmful about this big pen? Well, if you take off the lid and the refill, get a piece of paper, make it soggy, insert, and blow, you have one pea shooter. John fired first, but I ducked. When I looked up, John had this weird look on his face, like he had seen death. He had seen death. Seated next to me and the victim of John Turner's pea shooter was Jay Singleton. Jay Singleton, the toughest school kid in the whole of Europe. He was short, black and stocky, and everyone knew he was a killer. And John Turner had just pissed him off. Yo, Turner, you're gonna die after school for that tonight. 4 p.m. The park. But Jay, it was meant for Spyro, honest. Yes. Jay Singleton, the toughest school kid in the whole of Europe, was going to kill John Turner. I'll get you for that, Spyro. I promise. I'll get you for that. The moment school was over, I ran as fast as I could to the park. Fight. Jay Singleton, the toughest school kid in the whole of Europe, was leaning casually against the snogging tree, like a panther waiting for his prey. Then, in the distance, walking, trembling, shitting himself, he'd shown John Turner. He'd shown up for his own murder. Yes, brilliant. This was the best day of my life ever. But suddenly, from behind me, someone said, "Hey, why don't you fight so on your own size, you black bastard?" It was Irish Donny Doyle. Irish Donny Doyle, a notorious skinhead who had a swastika tattoo on his cheek. Donny then pulled out a knife. Come on, you black bastard. Jay, step back, keeping an eye on the knife. Kicked Donny's hand straight up. We all watched as the knife flew through the air, landing at the feet of John Turner.
John threw the knife away and we watched as it disappeared into the bushes. Jay then walked over to her distracted. Donnie, yo, Donnie. Yo. Everyone was chanting, Jay, Jay, Jay. Then Jay Singleton, truly the toughest school kid in the whole of Europe, walked menacingly towards John Turner, who was wide-eyed and shitting bricks. Yo, Turner. Yo. Fuck!
Keep the applause going for UK Underdog! Awesome. Now, this next act is going to get a little bit meta, because to introduce this next act, it's Owen Dennis playing Spencer.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my show before I do some singing. So Soho Boy is the show, and it's based around the lives of young gay men who move to London, seeking love, wanting to fit in, feeling anonymous in the big city can lead to all kinds of different activities, like chemsex parties. It's where men take drugs to lose all their inhibitions. In Soho Boy, Spencer tells his tale of coming to London, navigating the big city, and in doing so he finds out more about himself and what he wants and is the city. Thank you. A Soho boy who works in retail, selling fashion 'cause I need the pay. But I have dreams to sing my own songs from the scene in a solo cabaret. And as for love, I'd like to find it, be successful, someone by my side. But I just hope to find that unit. Though my mum thinks I'll find a bride. My shirt is tight, an appealing sight. Spencer, it's the night. I'll shut it to Soho with my diesel boots ready to go. After ups and downs I can still show my life's not dull, saddle where it's fabulous, my pride is here. I'm in the mood for love, I'm in the mood to march and celebrate the fights we've had to run as smoothly straight, so we must turn it around. Woo! I'm in the mood to sing, I'm in the mood to dance in the crowd. It's a scene, lavish and loud, so I look fierce in a gown. Sprinkle glitter in this town, and Spencer's earned his Soho crown.
Thank you for the microphone, and thank you to Spencer! Slash Owen! So next up, we've got another comedian named Richard Paulsford. Now, Richard Paulsford is a Scottish-based... Hello. Oh, there we go. He is a Scottish-based comedian who won this year's 2022 Pun Championship of the Year. So when I heard that, I tried desperately to think of a pun to introduce him, but I couldn't. It's Richard Paulsford!
Oh, it's lovely to be here with this tangled lead. So I'm not going to do much with that. It's fantastic. I've just come over from 5. The thing is, I got stuck in traffic, so I'm just glad to be on time. I switched on the traffic report, and they said the road workers had decided just to down tools and have 2 games of football on the gravel wearing dance costumes. Yeah. And the sports report confirmed it was 2-2 on aggregate.
Hey.
Hey, that's got a positive noise there, that's good, yeah. So, yeah, they say you should live every day as if it's your last, so I've booked myself into a hospice. I've recently been diagnosed with Asperger's, but I also have dyslexia, so it could be asparagus. After every horse race, I asked my tiny jockey friend just how he got on. This morning I was sending a food parcel to my first wife, FedEx. I'm getting warmed up now. When I got the letter from the council telling me I got more weeds in my allotment than vegetables when I lost the plot. I auditioned for a musical. Too embarrassed to say which one though, because, you know, I failed miserably. Yeah, that's right, it was Cats. My Christian friend believes that Jesus turned water into chamomile tea, but that's just her beliefs. I can't warm you up much in 2.5 minutes, but I'll have a little boast about how far I got in the comedy world. So, number one, I've written material for Jimmy Carr. Yeah, next week, you know, I'm going to send it off to him. And the second boast before I go is, last year, proudest moment, I was actually supporting Kevin Bridges at the O2 in Glasgow. Hey. Yes, there I was going, come on, Kevin. Thank you very much. I'll be Richard Paulsford.
Richard Paulsford! Kiki Paulsford! So, next we have something a bit different to finish us off. It's the final act of the night, and it is Theatre Moxham, which is a puppetry company that brings together residents of two worlds to explore themes of prejudice. They use pansori, which I'm hoping I'm pronouncing correctly, which is a traditional Korean form of music, and they overcome the language barrier that this presents through the use of puppets, various other theatre objects, and live music. So please welcome to the stage, performing an extract of their show, Puppet Pansori Sugunga. It's Theatre Moxham!
Toucher and rabbit runs down deeper, deeper under the sea. Underwater, the rabbit sees the scenery, never seen it before. Water surround all sides, and elbows above the surface. Daylight is so distant. 다른 말고
Theatre. They literally just ran here from their show, so please give them a lot of love. Right, so that is the end of the evening. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Can we have one more round of applause for every act that's given up their time tonight? It's been a great evening. I've enjoyed myself. I hope you have as well. So, cheeky little plug at the end. I'm Fraser Brown. My show is at 10 p.m. and my first show is tonight. So, if you go around the corner, enjoy the drinks, get some little champagne in your system, and then you'll really like my show. But yes, please do come to the drinks. Please talk to other acts. Please talk to the acts that were here, acts that weren't here, because people really want to speak to you. And thank you again so much for giving up your time to do all of this. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Good night.
Nick, mate, you need to put some clothes on. Nick, mate, you need to put some clothes on.
No, don't. It's the champagne. I'm waiting for the champagne. They're shorts. That was quite good. What did you think of that?
Honestly, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I don't know if your listeners are going to understand just how amazing the final act was.
Yeah.
Because it was the puppetry. They actually had an anglerfish on her head.
Yeah,
right?
I noticed that.
Did you notice that too?
I noticed that was an anglerfish.
Did you notice that as well? Yeah.
I thought it was interesting because you work for who do you work for? You've got a review site, haven't you?
No, I don't have that angle.
Yeah, you do have the angle. You're dangling your review sites, Edinburgh review sites.
Downstairs. All right.
Guys, people we know.
Full disclaimer alert, I actually published Mike Mears' last script. So I'm a huge Mike Mears fan. I absolutely love that. Obviously, I've seen him bringing it up and up and up on Facebook. It's easy to forget with Mike, right? Mike's big claim to fame is that he's one of the chosen men in Sharp, the Napoleonic War series.
TV thing with what's his face?
Yeah, with what's his face.
Yeah,
right?
I'll never forget what's his face. Yeah.
Right. And you'd be very forgiven for thinking that, that wasn't him. And it absolutely is. His show, This Evil Thing, 50 characters in that, right? He plays them all.
That's quite a lot, isn't it? I've done 12.
Right.
Just like, bring it back to me.
Right, but the difference is he did it really well.
Yeah.
He did it unbelievably well.
That could be it, yeah.
Okay.
I never did it once, so I didn't do it again.
Yeah, I know. I was one of the people carrying pitchforks that dissuaded you from ever doing it again.
But you didn't bring the flaming torch, which I thought was very good. It was just the pitchfork.
No, I actually went to the health and safety briefing, which most of the mob hadn't been.
Yeah.
And that really annoys me. Whenever I'm in a mob, right, I go to the health and safety briefing, right. So my pitchfork had corks on the end, so that no one lost their eye. And here you are, wearing a pirate patch because someone else didn't watch that.
Well, mobs aren't what they used to be. I mean, now you mention it. And what's your publishing house?
So we Get Your Coats On. We're very much aimed at peer review. The idea is to have reviews that artists and producers will actually find useful, that will actually help sell their show. There are lots of people out there trying to inform punters and all the rest of it. But ultimately, what we actually need is everybody on their best game and everyone match fit. So that's what we do. We are about, and we'll do it with Lloyd George and Winston Churchill. We will come in and say...
that's a brilliant play.
I've heard that's a brilliant play.
You.
From the same source as you, in fact.
Yes.
I believe it was you at the assembly bar talking out loud.
I could possibly have been. It could possibly have been. So I mean, you've only just arrived today, haven't you? But you've been here. You've been in the Fringe for a while.
I came up from down south. Sorry, I just got caught up in masking tape on the floor, which is very exciting. I wonder if I'll ever be able to leave. No, I came up for uni, so I was here for university. Like a lot of students here, I came because of the Fringe, because I wanted to see it, I wanted to be a part of it. And the fact is, look, I don't have the skills, I don't have the talent to be on stage. Actually, most people don't, and that's what's so amazing about the Fringe, is this is the world's most open market of ideas. This is the world's most open market of talent. If you don't have what it cuts, you will not get an audience. And so being somebody who says, well, I want to support the arts, I want to be a part of the arts, actually what do artists need? They need decent peer review. They need to be able to have reviews that help them to sell their shows, not just to punters, but to venue managers, from people who really appreciate and are excited about what they're doing. And honestly, tonight's showcase, this is why this is my 100% favourite venue in this place. I have never seen a Duff show here at the Space. They are fabulous at curating with a light touch. They are fabulous at getting shows in that are just so jam-packed of talent. And honestly, it's the big undersung. If I was a punter coming up to Edinburgh for the first time, I would spend one day just at Space doing nothing but seeing Space shows.
And of course, we can read about it at justgetyourcoats.com.
You could. Or you could just come and do it yourself.
Having said that, look, they've just brought in a blow-up doll and a massive cake. I think they want us to go.
Oh, I'm sorry, my date is here. I need to go.
Okay, what's her name? Doesn't matter. And we've also got, did you say something about free champagne for...
Could you wipe that doll off, please? Thank you. Yeah, sorry.
Free champagne.
It's just from last night. I really messed it up.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Free champagne.
We'll get some champagne and talk about it.
I only drink champagne.
In the mornings, evenings and nights. No, that's not true. Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much for talking to me, bruv. I really appreciate it.
See you in a minute.